Hey, how's it going, coaches? Welcome everyone. This is Joshua speaking. I'm pretty happy, just to beginning this new session on today. Today, actually, this is the last week of this. It is an amazing month because we have a lot of activities in this currently month, which is the May. So today, May the 25th, basically today from today Monday to the Saturday 30th. So we're gonna be working right very hard because as I mentioned, so this is completing actually the second month for my training. So this training that I really love it. It's been a wonderful journey for me to understand many topics. Talking about and getting more and expanding my vocabulary is been so helpful. So I really recommend it. You want to improve your speaking skills. You want to um, get into a different topic. So if you made a podcast and you record yourself, so that that would be an amazing experience, right? So look, for today, Monday, I have a question, right? As usual, because this is the minimalist um, coaching session. So we have some reflections, we have some questions, and the questions for today is the next. This question is do you take care about yourself? I mean, do you take about yourself or someone else is taking care about you? I mean, this is a good question, right? It's a reflection. I would like to explain this in Spanish, but this is not a moment. So for now, we're going to speak only English, right? And also now it's available the subtitles, right? But also in English. I mean, if you have some idea, I mean, you can just read it. So I mean, that's the question. And before I just start to elaborate, this topic, I would like to mention something which is really important, right? I'm just taking these topics from my personal point of view. And my gender is I'm a male, right? And of course, everything I said is from my gender point of view. You know, I can say like I cannot talk about from the feminine point of view because I'm not. I mean, if you say, "Hey, Joshua, one of your comments are sounds very particular, machista, right?" Well, it's because I'm a macho, right? I can say I cannot put in the middle of something which I'm not, right? So unfortunately, or as you want to consider, I'm a macho, right? So everything I can say is, I mean, with all respect, with the feminines, right, to that gender. But if I say something that offends you, please you can leave the comments. We can discuss about it. If you want to provide me a feedback as well, right? Always is welcome. So now, once I say this, let's go ahead and continue, right? And move on. So because today, I mean, it's just about 15 minutes, and thank you so much for joining this podcast today. You don't have to subscribe. However, if you want to do that, I really appreciate it, right? So well, so do you take care about yourself? I mean, I'm talking about like physical, right? Physical, mental, right? Which is the most important here. Taking care, what means taking care about ourselves? Because I mean, once we turn, in my opinion, right? In my example, my own experience of life, almost turning 50 years old this 2026, and I can see many people around that they just stop doing something for themselves. They stop, like, I don't know, like doing exercise. They stop, like, uh, they don't care about the appearance, right? So they don't care about like more of the friends of mine, like they actually stop doing something for themselves. They not studying anymore, So they just stop because let's say like social society say like when you're like 50 life is over, right? Just prepare for dying. I don't think nowadays 2026 like most of the people think about that, right? So probably in with my the generation before, which include my parents, my grand parents as well. I remember most of them when they just turned 50 years, so they look like ancianos, all elderlies, right? With I mean, totally. I mean, I don't know say how to say this, descuidados, huh? And uh, not taking care about their appearance, right? So I don't know if time is changing, the new epoch, the new era. So now we need to, I don't know, project a new version of ourselves. This is what I actually was talking about, right, in the previous um, podcast, because, I mean, this is linked to if you're not taking about yourself, so that means that you're dying. You start dying on the 50s, and now you're going to get 60s, 70s, and probably you're going to die right soon. Now, it's different if you're taking about yourself or someone else, right? Is taking about you. Maybe I see many people, especially men, they say, my wife is taking taking care about me. That make me laugh because I really I don't understand why you gonna put your life on the hands of a feminine. Of course, she's gonna destroy you, right? She's not gonna take care of you, man. So that makes me laugh, right? So really, so anyways, I'm trying not be so sarcastic, right? Because that is my naturally. Being honest, I'm very sarcastic sometimes, but I'm trying not to do that, right? So because this is something which is serious, but I mean, if you rely your life on your I mean any feminine hands, I mean you're gonna end, I mean pretty much soon, right? And I'm not being sarcastic, I mean, because why? Let me explain this. We need in the same way I coach you, coaching you, right? I've been coaching for someone else. So someone else is taking care about me, right? Is behind me. It's I don't know, like it's my let's say it's my leader, is my guider. Someone else is my educator, right? So I have someone. So I decide who is the person who I'm going to follow up, right? So this is something particular which is very important because based on that, probably is going to determine your behavior in the next years, right? So if let's pretend this, right? If I put that I don't know, that coaching in in the hands of a feminine. I mean, this feminine could be your mother, your sister, your wife. I mean, your neighbor, right? Someone else, which is a feminine. So it, she's not getting uh, the point of view that we can handle to resolve the problems. I mean, what she's gonna do is just to try to feminize yourself, right? At the end of the day, you're gonna ending, changing, or shifting your point of view to see how the works it's supposed to work for a man. I'm not sure if you're taking this or I have the correct words to describe this, but I mean, I'm talking about the is taking care about yourself, right? Uh, you need to put attention, but really put attention. If you're not taking care about yourself, so please go ahead and get advice on coachings from someone who is on the same gender. If you are a man, allow another man coach you, right? Because that person has a lot of things to teach you, right? Because he already went through the process. He probably he fails, and he stand up again, and he's still fighting. So that's something that he can teach you, giving some advice. Hey, boy, so you can do this, or stop doing that because that is not a good option. Or, in my opinion, if you do this, it will be better, right? But if you, I mean, many people right nowadays, they say, my mom is advising me, right, what to do. So I don't think, I mean, it's gonna work, but just as I mentioned, be careful, right? Be careful because at the end of the day, probably you're not gonna do what you have to do. You want to do what someone else wants that you do, right? And that is the problem. That is the situation, right? So, wow, 10 minutes. you know, Physical and mental. So the mental, right? So, I mean, in my age, right? At this moment, probably there we have a lot of situations, a lot of issues, problems, right? So most of the men's in my age, we really appreciate if we just have like peace in our mind, right? It doesn't mean that we don't want problems. Of course, I mean, if we have a problem, we have a situation, an issue, we want to face, right, face it up and resolve, get a resolution as soon as possible, right? So what's going on? Let me see. Hey, but I mean, getting problems, unnecessary problems, and I'm talking about, right? You already know what I'm talking about. Unnecessary problems, plus what we have to resolve in our everydays. That is an issue, right? That is a problem for us. So most of the males, men's in my age. So we just want to say, hey, you know what? Leave me alone. Give me a break. And I don't want to get into the chismes, right? And who bring the chismes? Most of the chismes come from the women's, right? So with all respect, the ladies, right? Respect. So, anyways, so just put attention, right? And I really want to share this advice with you. If you're not taking care about your physical and mental, right, health, so please put attention on that, right? Because this next decade, next 10 years, I mean, probably depend on the decision that you're taking today. That's the quality of the life that you're gonna get in the next few years, right? So, anyways, physical and mental. This is what I'm talking about. This is what the minimalist lifestyles talk about. I mean, we what we actually believe is that we can live good, right, in a good manner, in a good conditions, spending less money. So we don't focus on the money. That doesn't mean that we don't need the money. Of course, I mean, we're fighting every day, to get money, but we don't spend money in something that we don't need it, right? We double check before we spend a single penny. So we just ask ourselves, hey, Joshua, is this something that I really need in my life? Is this something that is going to bring value to my life today? Is going to help me to resolve something? If the answer is not, just forget about it, right? So most of us, we live without subscriptions, just with a regular smartphone. I mean, not expensive things, right? Because that's no necessary. Now, when you stop doing that, right, just wasting your money, giving your money to the big corporations, what happened? What happened is that you're saving money for yourself, for your family, for your wife, for your kids, right? So, and also you need to share this mentality to your loved ones, right? Because I mean, it doesn't make any sense that you save the money and give it to your wife, and your wife is going to go to the mall and spend all the money, right? So it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So, anyways, so you need to educate the family, right? Hey, family, hey, guys. So we're gonna be under this structure, right? So we're going to spend money, but I mean, if in something that really matters, in order to gain what? Freedom, time, and of course, I mean, savings, money in your pocket, right? So please, if you are familiar with this, if you are a macho man for here from Mexico, I mean, everywhere around the world. So please take care about yourself. Do exercise, read books, see something, experience something that I can bring some value to your mind, to your personal growth, right? So do not just stop doing your dreams. Just bring your dreams back to your life and start working on them, right? So today, the Monday, very happy. I see you tomorrow, Tuesday, and I'm gonna bring some more topics right here on the table. So we wanna share and discuss with that. You wanna leave a comment, so I really appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Hey, thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day. Goodbye.